Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. We are on the Paladin today and we're starting off in Ironforge because we have to report to Prospector Stormpike. Basically we need to tell him that we don't know what happened to the blast powder that was supposed to be shipped to the excavation site, but it didn't get there and now we need more. And he's supposed to be here in the Hall of Explorers, which as I look at this, I'm realizing that I have never been in this room, or at least I have never looked around in here. Because this is actually a pretty cool looking little room. Very interesting, and there might actually be some books for us to read here. I do see quite a massive library. Sometimes they have library shelves and nothing to read. Let's check out some of this stuff. Highborn Astrolab. Recovered from the undersea ruins of Suramar, this functional astrolabe was created by the Highborn Night Elves nearly 12,000 years ago. The Highborn, obsessed with magic, the occult and astronomy, developed a series of ingenious apparatuses. This device provides invaluable insights into the ancient Night Elves' level of scientific understanding. This right here is why I play Classic still. Because, you know, I never knew about Suramar in the lore, or the Highborn Night Elves, until I played through the Suramar questline in Legion. By the way, the Suramar questline in Legion, absolutely amazing. It was the thing that made me fall back in love with the lore of the game, and it made me believe that they could create questing content that was story-focused and actually good. So to see something like this worked into the lore so early on, that's the kind of consistency that I like. I know that I probably should have known all this stuff or playing originally, but like so many of us, I didn't play the game and focus on the lore 13 years ago. I played the game to level. I played it with a friend who was a power leveler, and that was how we played. I missed all this cool stuff. Uldaman relics. These ancient pieces of earthware were recovered from the Uldaman excavation. Though they hold little in the way of suggestive runes or hieroglyphs, they do provide a telling look at the craftsmanship and day-to-day accessories of the ancient dwarven race. Very cool. How did I never know about this room? This remnant from the Second War serves as a stirring reminder of how perilously close the Horde came to conquering Ironforge Mountain. These etched relief runners were perhaps the most significant find within the first chamber of Uldaman. The etchings clearly suggest a tie between the golem-like earthen and the dwarven race. Should further evidence arise, the theories of our supposed creation by the mythic titans could prove to be true. Very cool. Not an uber exciting way to start out an episode, but Pterodon skeleton? Where? Oh! Above us! This intact Pterodon skeleton was recovered from the remote Ungoro crater. Based on the skeletal structure, it is clear that this specific genus has not yet been encountered. This skeleton could have been preserved for any number of centuries beneath the region's rich soil. Anything else? Fossilized eggs, some more dinosaur parts, a stuffed planeswalker. Let's go ahead and turn this in before I make you guys listen to me read everything in this room.
How are you?
Curse that Iron Band. I sent him a load of blast powder weeks ago, but he's made no mention of it in his report. So, where did the blast powder go? We know where it went. It's on the side of the road. If Iron Band still needs blast powder, then by Magni he'll have it. I sent the approval on ahead with a messenger to Jern Hornhelm in Thelsamar. He'll prepare the powder and other supplies to take to Ironband. And one more thing. I want you to personally see that the shipment of powder reaches its destination. The last one didn't, so keep your mind sharp and your eyes open.
Safe travel.
I wonder if the fact that we know where those other guys are at is ever going to be a thing. Oh my god, look at all these books. The Battle of Grim Batol, the Old Gods and the Ordering of Azeroth, the Awakening of the Dwarves. Guys, there's going to be a short episode soon where I come back in here and I read all of these books. Because the things like the Old Gods and the Ordering of Azeroth and the Battle of Grim Batol, I need to read all of these. War of the Three Hammers. We might have already read War of the Three Hammers, I'm not sure. Civil War, okay. Let's get out of here now. I'm going to come back. It'll be, you know, it'll probably be the worst rated World of Warcraft episode that I have on my channel. But I am going to come back and do a short 15 or 20 minute episode, whatever it takes to read everything in the Hall of Explorers, because I just really love getting into the lore. It's like top list of reasons why I'm still playing Classic, is discovering things like some of the stuff that we learned from the books and from the clickable items. And even some of the quests give us insights into the lore and show us how things aligned, 15 years ago with some of the plot events that are happening in retail today. So let's go ahead and jump our flight
What's on your mind?
back to Thalsamar. Now we have the flight point, we can kind of come and go freely. We could also fly all the way down to Stormwind. We do have to go to Stormwind at one point to turn in a quest, but we'll take the tram when we go to do that. And I don't need to subject you guys to the flight point, I don't think. Alright, now I'm assuming this turns in here first. Yes, it does. At the Explorers League, obviously.
Great to meet you.
What? Stormpoint wants you to personally see the shipment to Ironband. I suppose that's fine. The only problem is, I've already sent Huldar with the porters. Mirren and Sean. You just missed them. They left just a short while ago. So, the guys we saw on the road are probably these guys. This is interesting because before they introduced phasing, stuff would always have to be in the world for everyone at all times. Whereas with phasing, maybe we wouldn't have seen those guys until we had hit this quest, and then they would have popped into existence. Now we've met them at a part in time that doesn't really make sense. It's a little bit immersion breaking. Let's see what we do next. Resupplying the excavation. It's not too late though. You're welcome to go look for Huldar. He can't have made it very far. Strong as they are, Mirren and Sean can only move so fast laden down with those barrels. They're taking the normal route to the site, leaving south of town and following the curve to the loch. Shouldn't have a problem finding them unless they've already gotten there. No, they haven't.
Good.
They are definitely still stopped on the side of the road, where we pondered their existence a little while ago. But yeah, we'll play. Let's...
I need to get closer.
No, we just need to target ourselves. And on the way, we actually still need 1 spider ichor and 3 bear meats. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten any bear meat yet. We have killed some bears. Oh, look at this. Thanks, Mountaineer Rogan. We really needed the assist on that one, and you probably caused us to not get a quest item. We appreciate the interference.
Inventory is
Oh, yeah. Inventory is full. That's a huge problem, guys. My inventory has been full for a minute. But I think a lot of it is ore, which I am not willing to part ways with. For obvious... Oh, look at this. There's a quest up here. You really have to look around in Classic for quests if you haven't noticed, because they're not marked on the minimap in any way like you would find in retail. This guy could have stayed here forever.
Hi.
Magistrate Bluntnose. Mercenaries. 2 months just to hear from Ironforge that we'll be spared a handful of soldiers for our own defense, and another 2 months until they arrive. Bad enough that our own town goes unprotected, but the excavation and the dam are open to attacks as well. I've no choice then, it seems. I'll need hired arms. How about you? You seem a likely sort, Paladin. A group of ogres has set up camp on the northeast of the lake. Perhaps you could recruit some others and help remove the threat to our town. I'm assuming this is an elite quest. 4 Mogrash ogres, 4 Mogrash brutes, and 4 Mogrash enforcers.
Watch your back.
It's funny that we could travel to Ironforge in minutes, but it takes 2 months for them to get here. Come on, guys. Let's be reasonable. Weeks would have sounded more plausible. Weeks. Months. Yeah, so northeast. Over here, this is an elite quest, I think? Sure is. Okay, well when that is yellow, we will grab some folks and do that. Let's take care of what we came here to do. And that was to unburden ourselves of all the junk in our inventory.
You got my attention.
At this point, I just have to sell everything that I don't absolutely need. But I also have to be careful not to sell some quest items. I hate when they make quest items vendorable. That's like incredibly annoying to me. Like, did I already sell the ichor? No, but I sure as hell could. So let's not sell intestines, ichor, or bear meat. There's the intestines. There's the ichor. Maybe if we put our crafting supplies here. Okay, well, a couple of things become clear. We need bigger bags. Obviously. It's boar meat. It's boar ribs. Alright, that looks remarkably better. Let's grab the next level of water here.
Safe travels.
And we'll use that when we run out of milk. Alright, let's go. Let's go, 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 go.
It's too far away.
One day I'll be a professional and we won't have like false starts to episodes where I run out of town then realize we have to run right back. One day, that will not happen. It'll probably always be just like this, guys. I actually did a little bit of mining. We're up to 81 out of 150. We need to work on our blacksmithing. And now I think we do have enough raw supplies that I could do some of that. I need to be better about just... I need a bank alt parked in Stormwind. And I need to be mailing this stuff to them maybe to store it. I don't know the best way to go about it. I probably just need to be using it when I get it, like making time at the end of my play sessions to go back to Ironforge or one of the major cities and just like knocking out the crafting. That's probably what I should do. It's spot the thumbnail time. Hey look, now they're doing an event though. That's actually pretty cool. Help, we're being attacked by Dark Iron. Interestingly enough, in modern WoW, Dark Iron are an allied race that have been recruited into the Alliance. Wait a minute, this was one of our guys. Did he go bad? This is Sean, who was supposed to be... He must have been working with these ambushers.
You got my attention.
Let's see what Holdar has to say about all this. It'll take more than a Dark Iron ambush to stop the deliveries. But Sean, I would never have suspected him to be one of their sympathizers. We've been working with him for almost a year now. Maybe I missed the signs. Well, I'll consider that later. After the ambush. We'd been hauling the barrels of powder back and forth in trips before this business. Now we have to split up the work. Mirren's taking the barrels and I'm watching over the other ones. I don't feel safe letting Mirren haul the rest of the shipment by himself. When he's ready to go, maybe you could escort him on his next trip. Oh yeah, boys, an escort quest. Oh, this ought to be really fun.
Well met.
Alright, Mirren. Hello, Paladin. You'll be escorting me to the excavation site? That's good to hear. After Sean and his cronies, who knows what else the Dark Irons might have been up to. Anyways, let me just make some final checks. Talk to me again when you're ready to go. We're ready. First, we need to get this powder to Ironband. It'll be a lot for me to carry, and these parts can get dangerous, and who knows what else the Dark Irons might have in store for me. I'll feel a lot better with you coming along. Alright, we'll get some boots that are the exact same boots we have. Perfect.
Safe travels. What can I do for you?
You can start walking with your slow roleplay walk. But if we do our roleplay walk, I bet he'll outpace us. Oh no, look! We're doing the same thing, guys! Alright. Enough of that. Whoops. More professional moments brought to you by Robert Rambles. Oh, no, he's outpacing us. Or we're veering off track. Let's go. We probably could have mined that iron back there while he was just ambling along. I'm assuming we're going to get ambushed at some point. And with that in mind, let's go ahead and buff up, shall we? Maybe not. Well, maybe we'll get jumped when we get there. Look, a random sheep. Yeah, I expected a little bit more action, but it's fine. It's just a leisurely stroll, which is actually kind of peaceful. Especially when you live in a downtown area like I do. Don't have a lot of wilderness right around me. Although I don't have to go far to get to it. In honesty. Dare I? Not with my roleplay walk on like that. If he gets too far away, it'll mess up the quest, basically. Help! Okay, he wants help. I would love to read his flavor text, but let's just go ahead and get these guys off of him.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
We're very mouthy today. I like it.
I can't cast that yet.
He took care of that guy by himself with his bare fucking hands. And then he goes back to where he was. This is the great thing about quests, is like they walk back to where they were when the fight starts. And then they start walking again. It's something that gets fixed later on in later expansions, but it's fun that they still left it in Classic. I'm not one of those like people who are like no changes to Classic. I believe that like there are lots of quality of life changes that could be implemented from retail that would just make Classic a better game, because you're going to keep the bones of the game in place no matter what, right? It's the systems and the class design and the world that's the core of the game. But when you're talking about stopping an NPC from running back to his starting point like an idiot, that doesn't do anything for the game. Let's just get rid of that, okay?
How are you?
I'm great. Alright, he's here. He's here at last. It's going to feel so good to get rid of these barrels. Yeah, I didn't see you carrying any barrels.
Here there.
Okay, protecting the shipments. Oh, thank the light the powder is here. But it is troubling news that you bring as well. To think that the Dark Iron have sympathizers able to procure this sort of material for their dastardly plans. That's a matter for someone else to consider some other time. I must put this powder to good use. Give us the boots.
Up with you.
There's Might. You are a priest, so you can't use that, but it's the only buff I can give you. Alright, well, gathering idols is orange. We should probably be finishing this up unless it like goes gray on us. It doesn't really leave us with a whole lot to do here that is not out level for us, though. It's very interesting to me also that this Lost Pilot thing is still green back in Dunmoreau. It makes me want to figure out where that is and actually do it. Sort of. I could probably go into that cave and do the orange quest, but I don't really want to be doing any orange quests. That was kind of the whole point. Just to stay above the leveling curve a little bit. There's our last spider ichor, and now we just really need some bears. So that's a real thing. I guess what we could do is let's just circle the lake, let's unlock some of the map so that we know where everything is at for future questing. And in the meantime, we can look for ore and look for bears. And, you know, I doubt we'll find any quests out here, but who knows. What level are these guys? Yeah, see, they're level 18. We're not messing with any level 18 trogs, okay? It's not going to be a fun time, especially if we pull 2. If we pull 2, it's going to be game over. Let's just see what else is going on around the loch. Just fight some stuff along the way.
That's still recharging.
I see you lurking in the tall grass. Not going to surprise us. Mountain buzzards. We don't have a quest for them yet, but what are the odds that we eventually will? Probably pretty good.
I can't pass that yet.
He was flying a weird path. There he is. Just don't want him to, like, attack us in the back. Well, only 2 on that one. I saw a bear up here, but we might have to fight this bird.
That's still recharging.
He's being too erratic, and it's best just to get him out of our way.
That spell isn't done yet.
I know, I know. Here's a couple bears. This was a good idea. They don't really want to drop their meat though. I don't know why. They look full of meat to me, but it's okay.
I can't pass that.
And there's a third one right down the hill. Hey, there's some bear meat. It's actually a big area to the east of us, but I see more bears right in the immediate vicinity. Alright, screw it. Let's go over here. It looks like there's going to be plenty of bears no matter where we go over here. I'm glad that some of the creatures we're fighting are now like physically larger than us and actually like a little intimidating.
I need a target.
What you need is a heal. Although we've gone a while without having to heal up. It's pretty good. You're level 17? That's okay. But we don't want a bunch of you. We've stumbled into kind of a bear den. Let's grab the loner out here, and then maybe we'll circle back and get some ore. Jeez, look at all these bears. Shit. No joke. That's 2. Alright. Let's go this way and grab this ore before I forget about it completely. I'd love to get a map reveal of, like, something to open the map up for us, but we haven't run into anything of importance yet, apparently. How am I gonna get up here? Not from this side. There's a bear on this side. He doesn't care about us. Oh shit. He cares about us now. Alright, let's finish our work here, shall we? Ooh, a shadow wand. That will actually sell in the auction house, because I've played several characters that need wands, and good wands are hard to come by. It might only be for like a gold or so, but it's totally worth it. It's going to be worth it to put it up there for someone who needs it. So that I will put on the auction house. What is this? Is this like... This looks like a night elf building, but I don't know. That kind of worries me, because I doubt that's what it really is. But we are sure as shit going to investigate it, and hopefully not get killed by an elite of some kind. That would be swell. Alright, it's surrounded by these buzzards that we don't really need. But I feel like we're going to have to clear them out. And they're going to have these like long paths that are going to make us pull multiple if we're not careful. You have to move them out of their path, so when you pull them along their path, if they're in a group like this, move them out of their path so the other birds won't come near you. Because they all kind of path up together. It's kind of designed to make sure that if you stay in that place, you're going to pull multiple mobs if it takes you too long to kill the one that you pull. So if you pull them away from their path while looking behind you, you have some more success at not having to fight 2 monsters at a time, which some classes can handle and some classes can't at different levels. It all depends. On the Paladin we've seemed to be okay. We have a lot of longevity, we're wearing heavy armor. But I'm sure that's not the same for all classes. I don't really see an easy way in here from this side. We're going to have to go around the back. See a warrior just charged down there. Level 16. I doubt we can scale up any of these hillsides. That doesn't look particularly promising either. Let's keep going. It's going to be an easy way in, I'm sure. Yeah, look at this. Very cool. Very cool. I have never seen this. They're just hanging out here. This is a camp of friendlies. Oh, look, a quest. Holy crap, guys. Oh, another quest. Hopefully these are at level for us and we've hit the jackpot here. What do we got going on here? A high elf? I love seeing high elves. Alliance high elves in the game before blood elves were around.
Well met.
It's always fun.
Hello.
Armor merchants. We could sell you some stuff. Small egg, cracked bill, we don't need those. Light feathers we don't know that we know about at least. The carcass we don't need. The bear meat we need one more of. Wow, she actually sells like green items. Nothing for us, unfortunately, but still that's fairly impressive. Bowyer, gunsmith, general supplies.
How are you?
We could really use another bag. I don't want to spend 25 silver, but I will spend 5 silver to get our last bag slot.
Keep your feet on
It's
the
kind of
ground.
silly that I haven't done it yet. Hunter trainer, pet trainer, and then what do we have over here? Merrick Ironheart.
Great to meet you.
Crocolisk hunting. Many a hunter is attracted to Loch Modan to hunt our famous crocs. There are always merchants who seek out crocolisk skins for clothing items or armor, and there are also some who enjoy the taste of their meat. We do some trade in this, but not a huge amount, as the crocolisk are ferocious and have entrenched themselves on the islands in the loch. But don't let me dissuade you, it's quite an experience wrestling with the jaws of the beasts. Why, this one time, and then he goes on and on, we need 5 pieces of crocolisk meat and 6 crocolisk skins to get no real reward,
Off with you.
except experience, which we direly need. And I'm kind of hoping... Oh, that's so great. It is yellow. It's interesting that there wasn't seemingly a breadcrumb that led us over here. I wonder if eventually we will get one, but since these quests are yellow and the ones we're picking up in Felsamar are orange, it doesn't seem like we'll ever get a breadcrumb. A hunter's boast. Think you can match wits with Daryl the Bold? Huh? I should think not. Of course, you're more than welcome to try. Here's a challenge that should prove to be above your abilities, so don't feel too bad if you can't face up to it. A flock of buzzards has nested here in Loch Modan. Why don't you try to take down some of the beasts? Tell you what, if you meet my challenge in 15 minutes, I'll give you my bow or gun. It's timed. We will do this. We're not going to start it right now. And for his information, we have already killed many, many buzzards. I wish the game would track that. What we are going to do... What are we going to do? Now, yeah, I could finish up this bear quest. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. We'll come back here. Let's just wrap up this quest with the bears. Let's get that turned in and see if it changes into anything else for killing beasts. But this was a really good find. I'm Farstrider Lodge. I'm really excited to have found Farstrider Lodge. And that's what exploration gets you. Because I probably would not have found that otherwise. Oh, well, Robert, if you want to, you can tap it multiple times. I do want to. Thank you. Alright, I think we now have to kind of make our way back north a little bit. To get back to the bears. At least we know where we can find all these birds, though. This one's going to aggro us.
That's still recharging.
Now that we know we're going to have to fight them, I'd rather not waste time on it right now. See if they give us that option. Hey, listen, I just need to find some bears, okay? Preferably just one bear if we can get really lucky. See how that goes.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Nope. Oh, someone's out here farming too. Not good for us. Not good for us. Who is killing all the bears? Please stop killing all the bears. There's not enough of us out here for a high respawn rate. It is taking us a long time to get this bear meat. Good, fight the boars, man.
I need to get closer.
This is a black bear patriarch. Like, he's level 17. Not sure if we're even going to get meat off of this guy or not. You'd think the bigger, higher level ones would have a higher chance of dropping the quest items, but that's not always the case. I really don't know why that would be the case. Like, if I analyze that statement logically, now I can't back it up with anything. I guess they, maybe they have more meat on them because they are bigger. I guess that would give them more chance to drop the meat. I don't know.
That's still recharging.
That rationalization kind of fell apart on me. To resist. What a jerk. The one thing about the Paladin is obviously, like, the gameplay, the combat is kind of slow, at least right now, because you just don't have a lot of buttons to push. I swear we should be getting Consecrate sometime. Okay, we got all of our meats. Yeah, let's get this turned in. We're way out here, and we're gonna have to come back. But that's fine. Here we go. Perfect. It's probably not going to chain into anything.
The finest wares in the land.
Let's see. Trust me, it seems a lot harder than it looks, but... Oh, I've never known someone to take much interest in the making of sausages, but I'll give you the recipe just in case. Here you go. Yeah, we're not doing cooking. I wish we were.
See you soon.
And of course it didn't chain into anything else. But this is a good place to take a bit of a break. So when we come back, we will head back out. We will grab the guy's timed vulture quest. We'll do that, and then we'll do crocolisk hunting. And I'm hoping that by then we'll have leveled, and maybe that will make gathering idols and mercenaries both yellow quests that we can tackle at that time. Let me know what you guys think of the playthrough so far, and of the Paladin, and what else you would like to see. And as always, thank you for the support. It does mean a lot to me. Take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye now.